and sort of in a local film to suddenly being in an A-list blockbuster like Deadpool in the upcoming Godzilla movie?
I feel like it's just like a good supportive group around me, especially my family, my management team, and like the publicists and everything. Just really supportive people who are genuine and really wanting to help me succeed. And I owe that also to my family, my parents, definitely. So I feel like and my faith in God and stuff, and just like staying true to who I am and who I am, and I feel like people really like that. And there's a lot of genuine people out there, but at the moment there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I think people like nice people.
When you still go down to the 99 shops?
Yeah, of course.
Past Jesse Ryder, Billy Graham, and you're still yourself. I mean, how difficult is it just to be?
I hope I'm still myself.
How difficult is it still to be you?
I don't think it's difficult. Like, we'll catch the train to school. I catch the train to school.
Is it on time?
Yeah, it's kind of expensive at the moment.
How much?
They change it to like in peak hours at times.
Oh, that's the peak rate, yeah. But you're meant to have a student pass.
Huh?
Have you got a student pass?
Yeah, we got a student pass. But
all right.
How does a Kiwi kid, though, like you, I know you say you catch the train and you sort of keep it real, but there is all sorts of international acclaim, there's demands, there's pressure, there's spotlight. How do you deal with that?
How do I deal with that? As I said, I chose to stay true to myself and be who I am. And I don't really sort of, this sounds harsh, like care about people's opinions, because at the end of the day, I'm my biggest critic. So as long as I feel like I'm doing my best, I'm doing my best.
Everyone will always have an opinion.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And that's what Sam told me, actually. Sam Neill told me. Everyone's going to have an opinion. And that's why, like, this is going to sound weird, but that's why I sort of did the Lynx ad. Because in every single Lynx ad, it's always been this really good-looking guy, and he sprays the Lynx on, and then he's got 1,000 million girls running to him.
Well done,
That's why I think I feel like Lynx is doing a new thing where it's all about being yourself and staying true to yourself and being confident.
Young actor Julian Dennison had a decent upbringing, which he ventured adjacent to his twin brother Christian. Together, the two brothers were raised in Lower Hutt by their parents Maybelle and Wayne Dennison. Julian was born of Maori descent and continued his early education within the bounds and beliefs of the Indigenous people of Australia. During Julian's early years at Nene Primary School, he auditioned for a role and received a supporting acting piece for Shopping. Shopping aired in 2013 on the big screen and rose Dennison to fame. This continued his acting when he auditioned for the role of the supporting actor for the hit film Paper Planes, which aired in 2015. Landing this role got Dennison a lot of publicity and opportunities, as well as support from friends. During these times in his young career, Julian received a lot of support from his community and family as well. Julian even helped in the 40-hour famine campaign in Africa to prove that fame had not changed him. Julian also stuck close to his community and helped out in any way he could, especially with the native children he grew up with. Julian always stayed humble, even after working alongside famous actors such as Sam Neill in movies Hunt for the Wilderpeople. However, the toll on Dennison was very real at a young age and came with a lot of pressure as a young actor rising to fame. Julian Dennison is a highly decorated actor, known for his roles in movies such as The Christmas Chronicles 2, his supporting role in Godzilla vs. Kong, where he acted alongside Millie Bobby Brown, an A-list actor, as well as his contribution to the film Deadpool 2, which earned him a lot of respect in the film industry. The movie I chose that represents and relates to a lot of issues in today's Indigenous world is Julian's hit film Hunt for the Wilderpeople. This film depicts a young native boy, played by Julian, who is misunderstood and swallowed up by the system. Throughout this film, Children's Protective Services are hunting down Ricky Baker, as well as the man who is taking care of him. Although they pretend to want the best for him, all they want is to count heads and make sure that they don't have the responsibility of losing this native child. This goes hand in hand with today's issues of councilmen and governments not actually caring about the lives of Indigenous children and women who go missing, but instead who just try to cover it up so they don't have to deal with the real consequences. This is also very relative to a news article about Native children going missing. The article talks about a man who was going through the exact same things as Ricky. Continuing, the movies Hunt for the Wilderpeople as well as Godzilla vs. Kong both directly represent international Indigenous people, similar to Unit 3 of this class. I feel that it is important to learn about the other cultures going on in this world, because although the experience of natives across the world are similar, they are also different one to another. For example, in the movie Nightingale, a young Tasmanian native man is enslaved, as well as a young Irish woman who is also enslaved by the British people in Australia. This directly relates to both of the films I talked about previously, where there is different groups of minorities of native people all being controlled by colonizers. Tracking back to Julian, here are some interestingly intriguing facts about him. Julian Dennison is a Scorpio, and with this generation raving about astrology, it is said that his sign is very contradicting to his on and off-screen personas. A lot of news outlets and smaller news outlets find this very intriguing. Another fun fact about Julian Dennison is that he started his career only 9 years old, and has continued for another 9 years, leading up to his current age of 18 years old. Meaning, in other words, his career has just started, and I'm sure his life has been filled with a lot of experiences, such as spending time with families and friends and castmates around the world. Julian is also known for his donations to various charities and native support funds. He has never been seen as a problematic persona on or off screen, and has never, ever been told by any of his castmates or production staff that he has any sort of distaste while working with him.